program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yo! What is up? What is up, everybody out there on a Wednesday night live stream? This is the FoulMouth Network coming to you live with a little bit of Livewire. Episode 161. Got a lot of shit going on tonight. We're going to be talking about a lot of shit going on that we're going to try to fit into a tight little area. I got the Filthy Mouth Gamer in the motherfucking house with me tonight.
What's up?
As usual. And we're going to be joined by Mr. Cunny Chris in a little while.
At his leisure.
At his leisure. But the one and only Filthy Mouth Gamer in the house tonight. And we're going to be talking about a lot of shit tonight. As you guys can see from the thumbnail, got a lot going on tonight. We're going to talk about me and Mike's two favorite shows that are really out right now. Watchmen, Mandalorian. Trump was impeached tonight officially, right? He was impeached officially.
Yes.
Correct? So
third president of all time impeached tonight in December 2019. Mark it down on your calendars. December 2019, December 18th, because the third president in the history of the U.S. was impeached tonight. And that doesn't mean he's out of office. I mean, for those of you who don't really know, there's a long, long process about to come up. And a lot of shit is about to be brought to the forefront. And God only knows where it's going to end up, because I'll tell you this right now. The vibe that I get living where I live, if they get this guy out of office and they nullify the 2016 election, there's going to be hell to fucking pay. That's definite, and that's saying the least. But what's hilarious is people don't realize that, hey, you kick Trump out, but now Pence is president. Pence is a shithole. He's a shithole.
Well, they're talking about going after him, too. I heard rumors of that, but... Anyway, we're going to get on the Trump thing, but right away...
You know, if they went after him, do you know who would be president?
The Speaker of the House, right?
Pelosi.
Well, I think that's their ultimate plan, get Pelosi in, and then she takes Hillary as her as her vice president, and then steps aside, and Hillary becomes president. Anyway, tonight, right away, before we get started on anything else, we're going to address a little something that I heard today. And... I heard clips today of my good old friend Joe Cronin, our good old buddy, Mr. Joe Cronin, talking about something that I said a couple of days ago on a live stream with Scott and Mars Mira and Old Man Davey and a bunch of guys. I don't know if Old Man Davey was there, but a bunch of guys over on the Mars Mira channel, which you can check out right now and go over there and show them some love if you want. Friday nights, they're going to be... doing their show, and this Friday they got something really big planned. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of guessing I know what it is, but you know, you might want to go check that out if you're into the drama and you're into the whole shit. But we're gonna touch on it right now.
I won't be there.
We're gonna touch on it right now. I'll tell you that, because I heard a whole clips, and I heard all these clips and shit, and you know, I was going to come on here, and when I first heard the clips, I was fucking in a pissy mood and pissed off about it, and I planned on coming on and playing the clips and doing all that shit, and and going over it and really just meticulously going over it with you on here. And as soon as I told you about it, you were laughing your ass off, because the fact of the matter is Joe went on his paywall, and I have the clips and everything, but what's the sense of fucking playing them or going down that road? You want to know why? The conclusion that I came to is this. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, there's people who, I'm not going to say believe whatever Joe says, because I don't truly believe anybody believes everything Joe says. I believe that there's people out there that will watch Joe religiously if he's a liar, if he's a scumbag, if he's a good guy, bad guy. And I'm not calling him these names. I'm just saying if he's all these things, I think the fans that are his loyalists will watch him no matter what I say, no matter what anyone else says, and no matter what he does or what he says. Because they love the talent that they see. There's no questioning Joe's talented. There's no questioning there's a lot of talented people on here. There's no question he has people following him because he's a talented motherfucker, okay? That's it. Plain and simple, people are going to follow him. It doesn't matter if he's lying or not. Some people don't even care what he says about other people. It just goes over their head and they're like, yeah, whatever, that's part of what Joe does. I like what he does on here and I'm watching him. And they don't give a fuck. And I get that part. And that's he worked for that. To be quite honest, he worked for that. He worked to have those loyalists behind him that cover him no matter what he does or says, okay? I get that. My thing was he went and said another narrative about, and at first I thought, here he goes, this motherfucker's lying. But then I thought about it this way. He says he has proof that Filthy left at the same time that I did. He has proof that Filthy left because I said, Filthy, you can't work with these guys if I don't. So he said he has proof of that. So I'm trying to sit there thinking, well, I know Filthy didn't go and send him anything because I didn't send anything to Filthy like that or say anything to him like that. And second of all, Filthy would never fucking do anything like that, first of all. So I knew that was out of the loop, right? So then my other conclusion was, okay, he must have my message. And if this is his proof, it's pretty shitty proof, because this message that I sent to him when I quit the show, I was in a frame of mind that I wanted to actually choke him, because he was utilizing Scott against me, Mars Mira, and all this shit was going on with these guys, and all this shit was going on. And the only way to get out of all the shit building up was to just back the fuck out altogether. Now, the fact of the matter is, no matter what Joe shows you, no matter what I said, no matter what he has, and I don't know what he has, but I know for a fact 100%, and Filthy's here, can verify it, I never once said to Filthy, you can't work with these guys if I don't. I, matter of fact, said the quite opposite to Filthy when I first approached him, and this is before I even sent a message to Joe telling him that I was quitting the show. I spoke to Filthy first, obviously. I didn't just make a decision without speaking to him, and told him, hey man, listen, I know you make some money on this. I make some scratch on this show, and I wouldn't expect you to back out of something that you bring a little bacon home to you and your family, and I expect you to back out of something that you make money on just for me, and I wouldn't take offense to that, bro, if you didn't, if you stayed with them and did the show with them. And I said this to him, and his thing to me was, and he could tell you himself, he said to me, dude, you're my friend, I'm with you, and that's it. You know, like, I'm not going to go work with these guys that I met through you if you're not there. And I feel the same way, and I'm the same way with him. And that's part of why this crew is like it is. Because, number one guy is my blood cousin, and the other guy is one of my best fucking friends that I respect and love with all my heart. So, obviously, we're not going to go and fucking do something like that and work against each other, or work, you know, while you're sitting there ripping the shit out of me, Joe. You think Filthy's going to go work for you? It doesn't work like that with us. Maybe it works like that with a lot of these guys, that revolving door that you have with these people. Maybe it works there with those people, but it doesn't work here with us. So that's why he came and left you. Now, here's the deal. Filthy, you told me when he asked you what was going on when I quit, you never even replied to him, correct?
No, I never. Well, the only time I replied to him was on our show, the show we did right after it.
Exactly.
When we did a show right after it.
Which is when I asked you, hey, can you please clarify with Joe, because when we first broke away, he started saying this same exact shit. Ken is the one who told someone to not work with me. Ken is the one who said someone can't work with me. It's bullshit. And when I said what I said on Scott's show, I never said Joe definitely said not to work with me. I said JB hinted towards that. And I was actually giving JB credit at that moment because it was being said, and I said it myself at one point, that JB was a yes man. And I knew him to not be a yes man. I knew the opposite of him my time working with Joe and being over there. I knew that JB was the type of guy to question anything. He wasn't a yes man. So when I said, well, JB fucking hit me up and basically said, you know, I'm not going to listen to this bullshit. I'm going to call and work and have fun and talk to whoever the fuck I want. So obviously I'm going to take that as it's Joe. Correct? I mean, like, come on now. It's kind of evident.
Yo, I think this community should be known as the hen house because that's what it is.
Well,
Just
I mean,
a bunch of fucking clucking.
it really is. It really is because you know what? Honestly,
It's
I think everybody knows. Everybody knows who watches this show, watches us. I think they all know that if we are not like talked about or fucked with or said anything about us, we really won't say anything about anybody else's like show or call them out or we might fucking kid around and do parodies and this and that but we're not going to start beef with you. We're not going to start shit with you unless you take a bit offensive. That's the only way I could see us getting into a tiff with somebody.
I'll say it again, and I said it. I mean, dude, is it 6 months ago now? Almost 6 months, right? That we were on Uncorrupted.
Yeah.
It's like July, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's July. So it's 5 months. So I said it 5 months ago. Hey man, I love doing the show. Had a great time, even if it was late. Fucking great show. I personally think, and I don't know if anybody's gonna admit to this, but I think we are missed on that show as well.
Well, I mean, I a lot of people have told me that we are, and they said that, like, you know, and I'm not going to go and dog anybody out. I'm not here to do that. But people have come to me and said that they miss us being on there. I reached out to Cronin in October and said, hey, me and Filthy could come back, bro. I have Saturdays and some Fridays open to work. Me and him could come back and we could do this whole big thing. Joe even said yes at one point, right? And then it was like swept under the rug because all this other shit started happening again and again and again. And it just seems like it's the same old fucking tired story. So I backed away again even more and said, you know what? Even if you did plan on having us on, we're good. We're doing our own thing. Thank you. You know? So that was the bottom line. I made a comment about JB. I was referring to he wasn't really a yes man at certain points. And I think the only thing that JB, I mean, he's still friends with me on Facebook. He's still friends with me on all these things. And yeah, I think he's pissed off that I fucking did the fucking, the doll, and I dressed up the doll like him and I fucking brought it on. And listen, if he's upset about that, all right. Joe said that if he made one about me, he thought that I'd be pretty pissed about it too. All right, he could think that. Honestly, I answered him and told him I wouldn't be pissed about it. I would be flattered that somebody made a doll about me, to be honest. But hey, listen, if you want to think that, I don't know how I would react. I don't know how I'm going to react until I see it happen, which it probably will. So who knows? But anyway, I think that's the only thing that JB has with me, because me and JB had a lot of real deal conversations. Me and JB, like, I'm not saying he's talking shit behind anybody's back or anything like that, but JB connected with me on a level that I never connected with Cronin and shit. We laughed our balls off every time we spoke to each other. Yeah, I did that with Cronin too a lot, but not like with JB and shit. And there was a lot of special things that JB did for me and I did for him during the time we all spent together on Cronin stuff. So with all that said, I did not tell anybody at all. There's not one living soul out there that could bring any fucking information forward, a screenshot, a fucking sound clip, or whatever it may be, to show that I said don't work with Joe, don't go over there, don't be part of Joe's show, or anything like that. And I dare anyone to bring that up and show it and have real substantial truth and real substantial evidence, not like what they're fucking doing to Trump and they're doing third-party bullshit. Because honestly, if Cronin's proof of me telling Mike to not work with them because of my attitude and all this and that, because I don't want him to work with them, how dare he do that? The proof is probably me saying to him, hey, me and fucking Mike are not working with you no more. I'm done. Have a nice life, basically, is what I said to him. So, but the fact of the matter is, I called Mike and I fucking did the right thing and said to him, like a man, if you want to still work there, because I understand money, your friends, maybe this, maybe that. And no, the deal was we stick together. That's how we are on this channel. That's how we were from day one. That's how we will be on YouTube, out of YouTube, off YouTube, wherever the case may be. So, And that's nothing against those guys. That's nothing against them. Like, but I'm just telling you, this is the deal. I never once did that. I never once said that to Mike.
Listen, I know I got to play like I'm rivals with these people, but I'm really not.
No, neither am I.
I don't give a fuck really at the end of the day
Yeah.
because
and this is stupid shit. Like, don't get me wrong, this is some dumb shit.
Listen, I think Joe knows that when we were on the show, it was a great fucking time.
Yes, it was not only a great time. It was
we had great conversations. We fucked around.
It was not only a great time, but it was great fun. It was a great time, and it was great content.
No, it was
everything. It was everything wrapped up into one, and it was a great time.
And Joe misses us.
I went to Joe.
I don't give a fuck what he says.
We gave him the opportunity to bring us back to make a reignite fucking podcast or even just a one-off. We gave him the opportunity to do that. Joe didn't want to do that because deep down inside, Joe for some reason wants nothing to do with me when I've done less to him than a hell of a lot of other people in this community.
Listen,
but that's okay. That's all right though. I could live with that. That's why I don't fuck with Joe. That's why I don't say anything about him.
Listen, let's get a little Dr. Filthy in here. I did a show with Joe. I don't know him really that well. We didn't really talk outside of the show.
Yeah.
But just observing from an outsider, there's a revolving door with him as far as people that do work with him.
Come on. I mean, listen.
You know what I mean?
It's all there.
Like Dave Rose is with him, he's not with him, he's with him.
It's all there. It's all there.
JB's with him, he's not with him, he's with him.
It's all there.
Now, I'm not saying Joe's a bad guy. He's not. But for some reason,
this is the way he works.
He likes to keep people at arm's length.
Yes.
I think somehow, I don't know who it was.
And I think he'd admit that. I think even he would admit that shit. You know what I mean?
I think he got burnt before by someone, like really bad.
Yeah.
And
well, he'll tell you that. He'll definitely tell you that happened.
And at that point, he kept people at arm's length,
yeah,
which is fine. I mean, listen, I can understand. That shit happens all the time.
Get over it. Get the fuck over it, though. Get over it.
When I got screwed over from my first serious girlfriend, I didn't want a serious relationship, so I just fingered chicks' assholes.
Yeah, but you want to know something, Mike? You got over it. Like, grow up, get over it. Stop being so fucking wicked.
I know that.
Stop being so wicked in your room. Stop being a wicked room. All right, you know what I mean? Like, get over it, bro. I'm not your enemy.
I do this because we're gonna jinx our team because we got to play Boston now.
We're not your enemy. I'm not your enemy. I gave you so many opportunities to fucking all of us to fucking do the damn thing. You want to sit there and act like I'm a scumbag and tell your listeners, well, scumbags don't get to work with me. And I know you're probably referring to me, and that's all good. If you think I'm a scumbag, you could think that. That's fine. I don't give a fuck what you think of me. Unless you're my friend.
If you think Ken's a scumbag, you actually happen to be 100% correct.
Well, I mean, hey. But I really don't give a fuck what you think of me, to be honest. So, like, you know, it's whatever at that point. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, if you think that of me, then leave the scumbag alone and stop talking shit. Stop getting involved. If I make a comment about JB and I didn't say it was you, you know, just shut the fuck up and move on. Who the fuck am I to you? I know my role here. This ain't no fucking huge groundbreaking show. This ain't no fucking, we're not saving cancer patients and fucking, you know, reinventing the wheel. Like, come on, you know, move the fuck on, bro. Worry about you and yours. Have fun. I know a lot of the same people listen to a lot of the shows, my show, your show. Listen, who likes me is going to like me. Who doesn't is not going to like us. And that's it.
And I don't even want that. Like, in other words, I know people are they're going to fucking naturally be like, I'm team FoulMouth. I'm team Joe. You don't really have to do that. Like, you can fucking listen to both if you like it. You know what I mean? Like,
or you could
jump on my
not
side
listen to anybody at all, or you could listen to one person and you can listen to fucking nobody. Whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care what people are doing when I'm not on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. The only thing I care about when I'm on YouTube is having a good time on here and just talking about shit and having fun. That's it. You know, when I'm off of YouTube, I don't care who's watching what shows, who's on what show, who's appearing there. I'm not fucking keeping tabs on fucking who Joe has on, who doesn't, if Tommy NC's on or not.
I heard a great, because this reminded me of a quote I heard on a podcast I listened to recently. And it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's resentment is like drinking poison and wishing the other person would die.
Jesus.
And that's exactly what this is like. You're just like, in other words, this whole shit between shows and between people is like poison.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid shit. I agree with you.
It's
it really
so dumb.
is stupid
Like,
shit, man.
It's so dumb.
To hear it today, I was like, oh God, like, come on, man. Like, I didn't go to fucking listen, the last guy I'm gonna go to is the Filthy Mouth Gamer and tell him, listen, you can't fucking work with Cronin because I don't work with him no more. Like, how's that going to sound? I go to another grown-ass man and say that to him. Now, you might be used to saying shit like that, Joe, so you might think that I might be able to push that narrative with Mike here, but we're not like that. So, honestly, something like that over here would be a pussy move. It'd be a bitch move. Like, my friend Mike would look at me and be like, really, dude? Like, you're going to beg me not to work with these guys because you just left? Like, come on. That's a bitch move. You know?
No, it was, listen, I think we made it clear. I mean, it was just fucking...
And I said to you,
nonsense.
remember like 2 or 3 days after I left and we left, and I said to you, man, please hit him up and like let him know what the deal is because he's already starting to tell people, Ken's blocking Filthy from working with us. And you said you were going to do it, and then you winded up doing it on air. Remember?
What do you mean?
Remember you winded up saying what we're saying now on air on another show.
Well, that's what I always prefer.
Well, I'm saying you said this on another, so we already made this clear to Cronin. This was already made clear. Filthy in no circumstances left anybody's show because I told him to do it. We made that clear right from the get-go. So,
and the other thing, he said he has messages of me saying things.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Oh, okay, all right.
He said that he's got either screenshots or text messages or something like that of that I blocked you from working with him.
Oh, now, so in other words, it wasn't me saying it.
No, and the conclusion that I come to on what that is it might be my message to him right away when I was pissed off and I was like, fuck this shit, I'm done, I'm leaving. The last message I might have sent him was something like, fuck you, I ain't working with you no more, and neither is Filthy, goodbye. Like, kind of like I'm saying, hey, I'm taking Filthy with me, and that's it. But the fact of the matter is, before I even approached Cronin and told him I'm leaving, right, me and you spoke about it, and I spoke to you about the whole thing, and we squared it away what you were going to do. It's not like I went to Cronin and said, hey, I quit doing the show, and then I went to Filthy and said, hey, Filthy, what are you going to do now that I quit the show? Are you going to go with him, or are you going to come with me?
You didn't make the assumption.
Like, yeah, I spoke to him to begin with and told him, dude, this is what I want to do. I don't know what you want to do. If you want to stay, you want to go, or you're going to, whatever you're going to do, you know, but this is what's going to go down now. And
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, so that's why I never even wanted to touch on this, because it is so stupid to talk about on this point at this point in life and right now. It's so fucking... I mentioned on another show that JB said that, you know, he was like, fuck this, I'm not gonna... And I said, he didn't say Cronin, which he didn't, and the whole reason I referred to it was because everybody and myself at one point was saying he was a yes man, because I really felt like at one point, because he wasn't talking to me and I was pissed off, that he was like a yes man listening to fucking somebody telling him not to talk to me because of the comments that he made to me. And that's why I put 2 and 2 together and thought, oh, wait, maybe he wasn't a yes man at one point. He absolutely wasn't, because he said, fuck it, I don't care if you're in a fight with Cronin, I'm still talking to you. You know?
Listen, Joe, stop being a fag. Stop just saying shit. Set up a fucking show. All 4 of us will get on. We'll fucking run our mouths and talk shit to each other and say all the shit we want to say.
Probably be a mega fucking show, man, to be honest.
It'd be a fucking mega show.
It probably would be.
But like, enough with this nonsense.
Yeah, I agree. And I think a certain point of him agrees with it too. But I think Cronin is very easily like persuade into like going back to the bullshit, because he hears something and he's kind of like me in a way that like I got to react to it, he's got to react to it, like so.
Yeah, I get that. Argue with that shit all the time.
Yeah, and I get that shit. I get that shit. You know what I mean? But it's like, when do we fucking say, okay, listen, we don't have beef. This shit is so fucking stupid. It's like, give it up already. Who cares who said what and who influenced this guy and that guy? The bottom line is, we're all fucking grown-ass men. You know what I mean? And I didn't tell Filthy not to work with anybody. And you know what? The proof is there that you basically did tell somebody not to work or to talk or to be friends with me. The proof is there. I have the proof. You want to talk about having proof? I have it. You know, but I'm not going to be a dickhead and start playing private messages and shit. You know, I'm not going that route.
I think if we did that show, it would end up being you 3 going head to head, and then me being Dr. Filthy.
No, honestly, I wouldn't argue with anybody, to be honest. Listen, I would sit there and discuss it like a grown-ass man. But you know what? I've already sat on live streams with Joe. He likes to do shit on the down low, not on his channel, not for people to see because it's weird like that. So, but I've done it. I've spoken to him. We've kind of like not patched shit up, but we're cordial and we're all right. But it's like when a couple of days pass by or whatever the case may be, and Joe hears something he doesn't like, or somebody influences him or says something to him that, you know, kind of twist him a little bit, bang, we're back to square one again. So, and you know what? It's like that with me to a certain point too. I made those 2 videos last month on Joe, and I talked about Scott, and I talked about all this shit. So I fall into it too. But anybody who watches us knows every fucking night we try to do an entertaining show, and we try not to touch on the fucking drama. So
I really just try to entertain myself and my friends.
Yeah.
And if it entertains you,
exactly,
in the process,
yeah, then that's a home
bonus.
run. Yeah.
But if you're not having fun doing your show, then I don't think you
then
should
it's a
be doing
lost
the show.
cause. So anyway, that's the whole fucking thing with that. As far as what's going on with the other guys,
Let's talk about the fucking Mandalorian.
Before we get on that, as far as what's going
Fuck
on with
that.
the other guys on Drama Club, they're going to be over on the Mars Mirror channel Friday night, and they're doing a whole big thing where they have their own beefs with Joe and shit, and the stuff that's going on with Dave Rose, another ex-guy who worked with Joe, and all that stuff that's going on with him. And so they're going to touch on it big time Friday night. You want to hear more about this type of shit?
Who Gives a Flying Fuck channel.
You want to hear more about this shit? Then go over there Friday night and go listen to that Mars Mirror channel, and you'll hear much more on it. So
there's a lot of shit stars in this hen house. See,
there is, but some people have legit arguments, though, man. That's the deal.
No, but I'm saying shit stars. In other words, they go to Joe and say, "Do you know what this thing is?"
Yes, there is big
and they
time.
come to us and go, "Me."
Dude, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about that. But
you ever see that video of the crows that
some
crow
people
that lands and gets the 2 cats into a fight?
Yeah, but some
That's
people
exactly
are
what they
legit.
are.
Some people are legit, have legit issues with people. So that's, you know, when you have a legit issue. And listen, this is fucking stupid fucking YouTube. It's Christmas time. Like, come on. I didn't even want to come on and talk about this tonight, to be honest. At first, I did. At first, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm going, you know, but then the more I thought about it, I thought I even gave Joe the benefit of the doubt and said, maybe he's taking my message that I sent him, even though you said on a live show that I know he heard, no, Kenny didn't persuade me to leave anybody. I left on my own, blah, blah, blah as well, and blah, blah, blah. We already pushed this to him. We already went through this where he questioned it. I said, even with that, I said, maybe Joe's taking my last message because he read it again for the first time in a while, or whatever proof that he has, that he says he has about me telling you to not work with him, which never happened, and here are the 2 guys that were there telling you it didn't happen, so obviously it didn't. And I thought, all right, maybe he's got that, and he reread it again a couple of months later, and he feels that way. So then I wasn't as mad as I was when I first heard it. But either way, I don't give a fuck. I'm setting the record straight for those of you who were on his paywall that do hear this. For those of you that don't hear this and don't listen to me, I don't give a fuck anyway. So that's it. That's all I'm talking about for this, and that's it. Moving on. You want to hear more about it, go to Mars Mirror channel Friday night. All right, here we go.
Another thing.
Here we go. Now, I don't know you guys out there love these shows or not, but I'm in love with these 2 shows. The Mandalorian, Watchmen, 2 of the best shows.
Mandalorian came out this morning, so if you didn't watch it,
go watch it right now. Came out
go
early.
Watch it. Shut this fucking show off.
Yeah, it came out early because of the fact of Star Wars coming out basically the same day that they are releasing, Star Wars. Mandalorian was set to come out. So they put it out a little early. So it was on the, it's on the app right now, on the Disney app if you want to go check it out. It was a great episode. Spoilers here, discussing these episodes moving forward. Watchmen was also a really damn good episode as well, setting up the end of the first season with them and all that shit. So, I love these shows, man, and I'm so glad that definitely one of these shows is on HBO, man. That's like, because you could just, his cock was just hanging right out in fucking front of everybody and just.
And we were saying before is that, because I complained about it last time, how they had it crowbarred in that Dr. Manhattan was a black guy.
Yeah.
But then if you're going to show a dude's dick close up, it better be a black guy, because the black guy is going to have a giant dick.
Man. You got to show a good-looking dick.
Superheroes need to have big dicks.
Yeah.
Because if even if the guy's got all the powers in the world, he's got a small dick, you're going to look down upon him.
Exactly.
You got to have a big dick on top of your powers.
Exactly. And the original Dr. Manhattan had a pretty big dick.
Yeah, he had a decent
and he
dick.
was a white guy, wasn't he?
But this was a fucking, let me tell you something. I got to go back, but this was a soft 6 this guy had. He had a soft 6.
Yeah. And he was a blunk man.
So, you
but
know what I
listen
mean?
to
That
this.
fucking blood fills that fucking mouse. It's going to turn into a rat real fucking fast.
I thought it was a good episode. They left you with a cliffhanger, obviously, for season 2.
Cowardly.
And the fucked up thing that I heard was they might not make a season 2. That's what I'm hearing. They're not signed on to make a season 2 right now, as it is.
What, Watchmen?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to happen.
I don't know, man. The director said that he wanted to make the first season like a comic book, to actually have a beginning and an end to a storyline instead of dragging it on and into another season.
Then why is it called season 1?
And then he said, I don't know if I'll come back for the second season because I don't know if there's a storyline that I want to go with for it. And that's what this guy said, and he's definitely not signed on yet to do season 2 yet. So that's where, listen, will they probably come out with a season 2? I would think so, because it was such a good fucking show and all that shit. But as of right now, that's the deal. So God only knows that there'll be a season 2, you know?
I think there'll be a season 2.
I hope so, because it was pretty good, and the ending was pretty cool. And that guy who slipped through the storm drain with all that fucking slick shit on him, I know exactly who the fuck that is. Do you remember that guy in one episode?
What, that slipped through
through the fucking the drain, just like slid through it?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember when they took stuff out of that cop's office? They found lube. On, like, this belt buckle thingy. Right? You remember that?
Right. Yeah.
That's who it is, dude. It's that guy. It's that FBI agent.
He got
figured
fucking
it
chased and he fucking
Yeah,
slid.
dude. He could slip up in a vagina with that fucking lube, dude. Holy shit, he slid right under a storm drain like it was a slug.
Like like in fucking Ace Ventura 2 when he spills out of the fucking rhinoceros.
Dude,
cunt.
that is one of the, let me tell you, that is one of the best clips of any fucking movie I've ever seen. When fucking he comes out of that fucking thing's ass, that rhino's ass, and he's going, oh my God, what a scene.
Yo,
that is,
supposedly they're working on a third one.
yeah, I heard that. I heard that too.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura 3. That'd be pretty sick. We're talking about Watchmen now. Let's get on the Mandalorian a little bit here, man.
In my opinion, Mandalorian is the best show of the year.
I mean, it is a damn good show,
It's
man.
the best show of the year, in my opinion.
It ends, no spoiler here, but I mean, spoiler alert here, but it ends with them basically getting the
Shut it off now if you don't want to hear it.
yeah, shut it off now. The season ends with these fuckers capturing the Yoda baby.
Well, we don't know what it is. Like, we don't even know have his name. We don't know what the fuck.
Well, I mean,
Baby
whatever.
Yoda. We call it Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. They captured the fucking Baby Yoda and they killed his friend and they got him trapped with the chick, and that's how it basically fucking ends season 1 with a big time cliffhanger. Just like Watchmen ended. Another spoiler. Watchmen ended with the chick fucking eating the egg that he left. It supposedly is his superpowers. And like Mike said to me last night, Mike said to me last night, they did that so they could leave it open to what they want to do with it and check the internet and let some time go by before they make the next show.
You don't have
smart.
the balls to make the decision.
That's fucking smart though, man. When you think about it, it's very smart to make a show like that, don't you think?
Because I'm telling you right now, if they would have made her Dr. Manhattan and gave her all the powers, it would look like, oh, here we go. You had to come up with a reason to give the woon all the power again, like make a girl power shit again.
Yeah, that's true, man. You're definitely right about that.
So, and the internet would have went crazy and told them to go fuck them mother.
Yeah.
Dude, internet backlash is real, dude.
Yeah, it is. Oh, big time,
and
man.
supposedly this new Star Wars movie.
That's what I was just gonna say. Wait till you see the backlash for this new Star Wars flick.
Well, no, not the back. I think this movie was made to fight against the last movie's backlash and do fan service. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, I hope you're right, and I hope it actually does the job that it's supposed to do. You know, because I've been waiting a while to see a good fucking movie. And I would say, and I keep saying this, The Mandalorian is the best fucking thing that I've seen since the first 3 original films. That's honestly how I feel, that The Mandalorian is the best thing since the first 3 original films.
Yep.
You know, and the robot from The Mandalorian right here is about to kill Santa tonight, guys. Check this out.
Yeah. IG-11.
IG-11 is about to kill Santa here, bro.
Fuck Santa.
But yeah, they got a lot of cool robots in this show, and then they had, what's his name, great comedian,
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr was on the show in the second to last episode.
Had a sick shoulder cannon.
Wasn't that a gun?
Yeah, it was a gun, but it was like I don't even like it reminded me of like the Predator gun.
Yeah, it was like a gun that pops up out of its like back area and it like shoots. It's like a third hand. It's honestly
Right.
like a third arm. You know what I mean? He could probably fist the fucking guy while he's doing two chicks.
Yeah, how cool is it when they had the Imperial Biker Scouts in this episode?
Yeah, dude, that was fucking pretty cool, man. That was.
I was like,
so
oh,
much
shit.
so much shit about this episode was fucking awesome, and so much shit about this episode.
Dude,
was
the
awesome.
first time, and I could be wrong. I'm a Star Wars geek, but I'm not like level 10 Star Wars geek.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I know of in Star Wars history that somebody uses the Force to heal somebody.
Yeah, that part was sick, man. He Action Jackson. What's his name again? Fucking
Dude, of all the roles he
Action
plays,
Jackson.
he says Action Jackson. You're talking about Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
Action
Carl Weathers.
Jackson.
Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers. Carl Nueve. Carl Weathers.
Dude, by the way, that part
Yeah.
where he gets injured, where those fucking pterodactyl shits are swooping down,
Yeah.
dude, that felt like Pitch Black, the movie Pitch Black, dude. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, dude, that was
We're
a
in the
sick
dark
part.
and those things started swooping down.
Yeah, they started to fucking like pick up fucking big fat ass animals and shit. You
that
know
was
what I mean?
fucking sick. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. There's like darkness to this show.
Yeah. There is, man.
Disney let him get a little dark.
They definitely did, man. Especially like some of the shit that he does, like where he kills people and like shit like that, where he's chopping hands off and
Right.
you know, Disney definitely did let them get a little dark with this. So Disney, if you're thinking Disney's all soft shit on there, it's not. It's not. The Mandalorian is not soft shit. They do tone it down quite a little bit, like as opposed to like a movie, but it's not anything bad that you wouldn't like because there's a lot of action in it. There's a lot of fucking, you know, cool stuff from the original films. Like a lot of stuff from the original films is jam-packed into these shows. Like for instance, when they were surrounding him in that place with the chick, remember the guys that were wearing those black suits that came there?
Yeah, those are the ones from fucking Rogue One.
Dude, that's crazy shit.
Those are, I forget what they're exactly called again. They're not shock troopers. They're
Yeah,
Come over here.
hold on.
Come here. Come over here. Come here. Come over here, you little fuck. Get over here. I'm talking to you.
Wednesday night
Get
guy.
Get over here. Get the fuck
God,
over
that's what
here. You mother. Get over here.
Where are your beers at? We want drunk Ken.
Oh, you'll get drunk, Ken. Saturday night, we'll be back for Insomniac. First Insomniac we're doing in 2 weeks. Be a good one.
Yo, I gotta do this because this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen on Facebook,
Yeah.
and it's just a picture of all crayons, right?
Yeah.
And like the Crayola crayons, they'll have like different names. You know, obviously red, brick red, shit like that.
Yeah.
Dude, the names that I don't know if this person made up wrappers for these things and put them on.
Yeah.
Them are the funniest fucking names of crayons I've ever seen. Right?
Oh, what is it?
All right, so you got Travel Ban Brown. All right?
Yeah.
The black crayon is called Lives Matter.
Oh my god.
Dude, the gray one. This is fucked up, dude. The gray one is called Auschwitz Ash.
Dude, who could fucking name crayons like that, bro? That is some foul ass shit, man. Right
Dude,
there.
the white crayon is called Privilege. The purple crayon is called Statutory Grape. The blue one is called Boner Pill Blue. The the vegetable color green is called Insufferable Vegan Green. Then there's Baby Shit Green. All right, so this one's my favorite. There's like a red. It's like a red pinkish color crayon.
Yeah.
And the name of the crayon is Self-Identified Blue.
Self-identified.
The orange crayon is called Presidential. Peach colored crayon is called Your Parents' Divorce Was Your Fault, Peach. And then the brick red one, it's like a dark red.
Yeah.
is called Fabricated Rape Red. It's fucking brutal, dude. And they're gonna probably put me in Facebook jail again just for that. Dude, how gay is that?
What company is that they got away with that shit, dude? That's crazy.
It's not a company. I think it's just a regular person who did it on his own.
Oh, all right. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
So if everybody listening, I went to 24-hour Facebook jail the other day for a post I made in October.
Are you serious?
It's a post I made in October.
Oh my god.
Which means that somebody now only people on my friends list can see my shit. So somebody on my friends list is a pussy and didn't like something I wrote.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And or wrote, now. So he went back to find a post, back then, and because they showed me the post.
So this is on Twitter, you're saying?
No, on Facebook. Twitter.
Oh shit! So somebody on your
Twitter.
Facebook friends list did this to you. Like
yes.
so obviously it's somebody that you like really know.
No, it could be like somebody that's on my Facebook friends. Doesn't mean I'm an acquaintance I went to high school with or.
All right, but
it's
somebody that you basically like, you know better than a YouTube person, basically, is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, no, it's not like that. But I say a lot of shit. Listen, I do it on purpose. I say shit to get people aggravated. So I'm not shocked. Well,
it's funny you saying that because, a lot of people say shit that's shocking. I've said shit that's shocking. As a matter of fact, something was said to me the other night that was shocking from somebody. And people get shocked over hearing shit. And, sometimes it hurts people hearing shit like we say. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people get hurt from hearing certain shit we say. If you take offense to shit we say on here, we're just bullshitting and playing around. Like honestly, we're not malicious people. We don't want to see anybody hurt or dying or sick or, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, we want to see people happy and we want to be happy. You know what I mean? So like when you hear shit from people, not just us in general, don't take it to heart right away. And I had to learn that the hard way here on YouTube because a lot of shit I did take to heart at first. And I did react a shit ton to a lot of shit Joe said in the beginning working with him. And I used to react to it a lot where I started getting Joe like where he would be like, oh, fuck, here he comes to me again. And I'd be like, well, dude, I'm going to keep coming to you, keep saying shit. Like as much as you're relentless and won't stop saying shit, I'm relentless and coming back at you. Like, so it works both ways. And then I learned I don't have to fucking fight every fight. And I haven't since I learned. And I don't fight every fight, And it's not worth to fight every fucking fight. It's not worth to respond to every fucking goddamn lie or every goddamn speculation or opinion that you hear. It's fucking not worth it.
Because, listen, you respond, you lose. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, in some cases, definitely.
That's Mr. Salametti.
That's Salametti, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so don't take offense to what you hear right off the bat. Like, people could be playing around, people could be giving their opinion, people could be speculating, or people could just downright want to shock people and they say shit that's fucking really outlandish. And I'm guilty of it. I've said shit, Mike, you are too. And you are. You've said shit that is outlandish, right or wrong.
Yeah, but if I offend somebody, I don't give a
No, and I don't, listen, I don't give a fuck either, but I do give a fuck if somebody's feelings was hurt. Like say I made fun of somebody in a fucking wheelchair or with Down syndrome and I ripped that person apart. If somebody at home heard that and got fucking emotional over that, I would feel like shit. I do care about that. So I don't want everybody to take everything I say, me personally, so goddamn serious.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if that was the situation, right? If you said something about somebody with Down syndrome, and somebody at home got hurt with it because somebody in their family has Down syndrome.
Yo, say I went too far, Mike.
No, hold on a second. If they're upset because you attacked somebody with Down syndrome, you know what that person is?
What?
Is a fucking hypocrite. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because when you attack people for other shit, whether it be they're fat, they're stupid, all the shit, it's hilarious. It's hilarious when you do that. But when it hits close to home, then you've gone too far. And that's fucking
All
hypocrisy.
right, well, say that particular person doesn't laugh at when we make fun of other people or we say stupid shit like that and doesn't find it funny.
So then why are they listening to this show?
Well, maybe they find the parts when we're not doing that and we're intellectually speaking to each other and having a good time. Maybe that's what they're here for.
So, but again, it's not. It's like you have this thing. It's called a power button, and you can shut it off.
Yeah, I know. I get that part about
Like
it.
you're not. Listen, I'm not here to make you feel comfortable.
I get that part about it. My only thing is, you said you don't give a fuck at all. I give a fuck to a certain extent because I'm the one who's responsible for how far I go and how far I take things. So if I say some outlandish shit that made somebody shocked off their ass, okay, then it worked. But if I said some shit that got somebody fucking emotional and was like, God damn, I can't believe he did and said what he just said, and it was that bad, and I said it and I regretted it, I would feel bad. But like I said, the whole moral of that is, Casey, what's up, man? The whole moral is don't take everything so fucking serious. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Oh, it's always
No reason to.
Oh, I want to fuck me up.
Casey, how are you, my friend?
King it's Kane. King it's Kane.
You're the only one that loves us, Casey. No one else does anymore.
Hi Ken, filthy. Much love to the whole FMN gang. No bullshit.
Thank you, Booby. Much love to you too, man. You're here all the time, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Much love to you, and I hope you're having a good footages so far on this holiday.
You know what it sounds like when I say something, I go too far, and somebody gets offended when I listen to it. You want to know what that sounds like?
Music. The fuck is that, dude? I gotta take a massive piss.
Just me. Why don't we just fucking?
Do you want to stay on here, or do you want to?
No, let's just close up shop. Fuck it.
What?
Close up shop. I gotta get up at 4 o'clock anyway.
Yo, I was gonna come back for one more thing. I gotta update something, and then we'll come back for another 15
No.
minutes. Yeah. be
Where's
back.
Chris? We should name it
He's
Crayon
a
after
fucking
Chris.
cunt, dude.
No show.
No show, Chris.
No show, Chris.
I want to come back and talk about the impeachment for like 15 minutes, Mike. 10, 15 minutes.
All right.
All right. So give me a minute here, and we'll come back. We'll talk about the impeachment, and we'll wrap it up.
All right.
All right. Be right back.
Oh yeah, it's coming out. Oh yeah.
fine. I want you to be mine. Don't like you only for a minute. I want you to be fine. I want you to be happy again. Lately, I've been thinking. I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. Yeah. I say lately, I've been thinking. I want you to
be happier. I want you to be happier. Yeah. Oh yes. When the morning fucking comes and the next piece of shit says something that will piss you the fuck right off. Yeah, in the morning breaks and you wanna break somebody's neck, cause you gotta wake up and pay that check, and you really don't wanna deal with no drama now. Yeah, and only for Christmas you think that you are fine. You think that we are fine, yeah. And only around Christmas you think YouTube is fine. I want YouTube to be mine. Yeah. Lately I've been thinking I want YouTube to be happier. I want YouTube to be happier.
That'll never happen. Oh, please, man. Somebody hit the fucking lottery like a motherfucker, dude. You see how much that person won?
How much?
Oh, my God. Like a 300 and something million? God damn.
Yo, so you want to talk about impeachment?
Yeah.
Hold on. So Michael Rappaport went fucking off on Trump. So I want you to hear it because it's kind of funny. Listen how he opens up. You ready?
Impeached Navidad. Impeached Navidad. You fucking blowjob, you. It's over, Dick Stain. You fucking dog, you pig. It's over. You got impeached. All the Democrats, except for 2 fucks, voted for you. The Republicans did what they do. But the one guy who was independent, he fucking voted you out. It's over. Your fucking father is looking up at you from hell, because your father's in hell, because he was a scumbag as well.
Oh, my God.
And he's saying, I fucking gave you a life on a silver platter, and you just couldn't do it. You blew it, you fuck you. You blew it. Dick saying you got impeached. And whether or not they kick you out or they don't kick you out, whether they fucking remove and drag your fat fucking dumpy ass out of the White House or not.
A fucking piece of fucking miserable as shit, man. What an absolute fuck. Minnesota! Minnesota Vikings.
I love you all on FoulMouth Network.
I love you, Boogie.
Keep
Thank
up the
you.
good content.
Thank you, brother.
Shout out for real
Yo,
as fuck.
impeach Navidad might be one of the funniest things ever.
Impeach. Shout out to the chat, everybody in the chat, man. I see you guys in there. Mr. Schleppy, what's up, brother? And fucking Nessa, what's going on to you? Kitty, Rushin Shinchu, Redneck, Steve, all you guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are doing all right in this Christmas season. What was the rest of it, Mike? Was you just fucking?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it ready.
All right, go ahead.
Impeached.
I'll fast forward it. Hold on,
of the history books, not just American history books, worldwide. You're a worldwide disgrace. Disgraceful Dick Stain, Donald Trump. So you can pack your shit up, all right? Have miserable Melania start packing her shit. Get that fucking good-for-nothing Ivanka. Get your 2 clown sons. Okay, get your fucking hunting gear. Okay, pack the whole.
Your hunting gear.
The fuck, man. What a miserable dick. Fucking dick. See you in Attica, dick.
See you in Attica, dick.
You fucking dick. Fucking miserable dick.
People needs to remember that impeachment doesn't mean he'll be removed.
Yeah.
Remember Clinton got impeached and he wasn't removed.
Yep, exactly, man. Did any president get removed from impeachment? I don't think so.
I don't believe they have. Nope.
So there you go right there. No president, I don't think, has been removed from impeachment. So that tells you right there, like, this is just formalities. This is just to make him look as bad as they can to try to persuade 2020 their way, I guess. Maybe this is their game that they're trying to persuade 2020 with. You know what I mean? Like, we know we're not gonna impeach him. You have Tourette's, man. I gotta fucking tell you. But we know we're not gonna impeach him. Like the other night, we're playing cards, right? We're getting ready to play cards, and it's quiet outside. It's like 11 o'clock. We're smoking a cigarette in between cards, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, this family's sleeping around. It sounded like a goddamn rocket fucking took off, man. A fucking burp. And he does it no matter where he is. He does the same burp every time. I'm like, holy fuck, bro. But anyway, impeachment, yeah, no president has been impeached. This is all formalities. And like I said, it's pretty much, I guess, and I think a lot of the politicians think that this is just being done now at this point just to make him look bad enough so he could lose in 2020. I mean, I don't see another reason. They're not going to get him out of office.
Change their mind.
They're not going to get him out of office. Don't you agree with that? Like, they're not going to get him out of office. So, you know,
I don't think. Like I said, I don't think the Democrats are gonna put up the right candidate to oppose him, even if it's fucking Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders made a fucking terrible mistake by backing Hillary Clinton. Number one, because she's a criminal and goes against everything that he says he stands for. Number two, because he still backed her.
Minnesota, what's up, baby? Real as fuck TV.
That's Minnesota Silver Roll. And his cousin Minnesota Silver Dime Bag. Silver Dollar Dime Bag.
Bisquane.
Filthy Mouth Gamer can suck my cock. Real as fuck TV.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll suck your cock and then I'll finish you off in your bedroom sink.
He wants you to suck his secretion.
You could shoot into your bedroom sink, you fucking jerk off.
Let's see if we can answer a regular phone call now, because we have not been able to answer regular phone calls. Let's see if we can get this one in here real quick. Let's see. I doubt it'll work. Did it work? Hello, you're on the FoulMouth Network.
Hey, what's up, Ken?
There he is. Is this Minnesota Dimebag?
This is Minnesota Vikings.
I know that
fan.
voice
What up,
anywhere.
brother?
I know that voice anywhere. What's up, man?
How's it going?
So you call
Why don't you
on,
blow your fucking nose?
So you don't get on Skype, so you call on a regular phone, right?
Yeah, I try, yeah. Hey, so I've been hearing this shit about, that Tommy could kick my ass. And I'm here to talk
last
about
show.
that
All right, so
bit.
last show he's referring to the question, Mike. Remember you read the question that was in the donations.
Listen,
Can Minnesota beat Tommy NC 2010? And I said I see a younger version of Minnesota beating the fuck out of Tommy, but I think this version of Minnesota is a little bit older, a little bit slower. The heart's been pounded twice, and Tommy is a young 20-something-year-old, big, beefy, fat, fucking beefy walrus, fucking,
slow,
fucking got that evil strength that he's got, that fucking, and I just think that he right now at this point would fuck you up.
I think what Ken wanted to really say was he wanted to really say retard strength, but I'll say it for him.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Jesus. But yeah, so that's what I think.
I still got one more in me. I even got two more in me.
Listen to me. Let me tell you
And
something,
you know who
bro.
the other one would be.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
Trust me.
something. If I made money like Cronin and some of these YouTubers make, right? What I would be doing with my channel would be the shit that you wouldn't even believe, bro. Like I would literally pay for you and him to meet in a boxing ring and beat the fuck out of each other. Like I would pay for that, and I would set it up, and I would fly you guys out here, and I would get it sanctioned somehow so we could do it, and I would get you guys to box each other. I swear to Christ I would. But I don't have the money like that. If I did, I would fucking pay. I swear I would tomorrow. I swear I would.
We should try to figure out a way somehow, like once a year, we could all get together for a weekend.
Dude, if
And
I
then
had the
in
money,
middle of it, we could have like community.
you know what I'm
fucking
doing with the
squabbles.
poker game? You know what I'm doing with the poker game? And when we have it next January, I'm gonna do it with the phone again, so I can show my cards and show the table and show the flop and show everything instead of keeping it in one fixed area. And like if I had money, I would make that card game that much better. I would put like, you know, cameras on the table so you could see the flop. I'd have like multiple cameras. Like I'd split off, you know, one camera gives you the flop, one camera's on me, one camera's on the table, one, you know, multiple camera feeds. But like I have all these ideas, but it's like you can't do it. I can't do them. You know what I mean? Because it's only, you know, I can only do so much.
Dude, I don't know if it translated on the show, but I saved Cunny Chris's fucking ass.
It probably didn't translate onto the show good.
From
man.
coming in third place.
Yeah?
I saved his. Yes. Before I left, it was like 2 hands before the end of the game. He goes, I'm sitting next to him, and Jimmy, I think Jimmy went all in, right?
Yeah.
And I see Chris's cards, and he has a queen 4 offsuit. And he goes, I can't let this motherfucker just take this money. I said, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I said, why can't you? I said, stop being an emotional pussy. You're you have a vendetta, and that's why you're going to lose. Fold your cards and stop being a jerk off.
Well, it's funny you saying this, too, because I had a conversation the other night about when you go to gamble, you cannot go into it thinking, yo, man, I only have this much amount of money, and I got to win because I'm broke or I need money or, you know, and that's when you lose. So, like, when you do shit on the cuff, it's much better, you know what I mean? Like, it's just easier that way.
Yeah, you got to put that shit aside.
The other thing I don't think people noticed was twice I did it, but nobody really actually no, they called me the second time. I went all in without looking at my cards, blind, put all in. Didn't even get my cards yet. And that because I couldn't get dick. Actually, I couldn't get dick for the longest time, and then I got pocket rockets twice.
I get dick constantly.
Your father had a vendetta with Jimmy. Oof.
Yeah, he did. He was. I know.
You fucking said you had a flush, and you have a fucking flush. He fucking went nuts.
I know he did, man. He did. My father gets, you know, he's irie, bro. Like he's an old Vietnam vet who just, you know, he just wants to fucking relax and he doesn't want to be. Like when I said, oh, we're not starting until 8:30, 9 o'clock, he was like, oh, fuck this shit. And I'm like, oh, come on, Dad. He's like, it's too late. You know, it's too goddamn late. I'm like, why you gotta be such a surly fuck? You know?
I enjoy the poker though. I do
too, but
you know?
but a lot of people made the point of like the camera being fixed up there wasn't as good as the first game, and I thought for sure the second game was much better because the sound was better and it was a better camera. But no, a couple of people were like, no, man, it was better when you, huh? What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I backed out. And went right back to Michael Rappaport, and he was about to say impeach Navidad again.
But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do it with the phone next month when we do it again. Next month we got a lot coming up, man. A lot on Patreon, and we got a lot coming up with the Filthy Mouth Gamer roast on the 14th, which I got to give you the list of the panel who's gonna be there. Yep. We're doing it live, where we play cards. We're gonna have a whole table set up with an actual table with a microphone on it. So when people come up to it, you guys at home who are watching the roast will be able to hear everything perfectly good. You'll be able to see us all on one screen together. And all the people that will be involved will be on Skype, and everything will be worked out to where everybody will hear the donations, everybody will hear everything. And I'm gonna, like I said, this roast is not just about Filthy, it's not just about us, FoulMouths, it's about all of us. All the people who are watching, all the people who are on Skype, all the people who are on fucking Patreon, everywhere. So I want, if you guys want to be in the show, on the show in any capacity, the people on Patreon, you want to tell a joke, you want to call in just to say, hey man, congratulations on the roast, or hey, what's up guys, just want to say what's up, let me know ahead of time before the 14th of next month, and I'll book a certain spot for you guys, for anyone
11th
to come on. Yeah, the 11th, sorry.
40,
to come on and
42
to come on and be a part of it. So definitely let one of us know. You can reach out to Filthy, you can reach out to myself. And a big shout out to the guy who reached out to me on Twitter, on the FoulMouths Twitter, offering me tickets to an event in Brooklyn that he couldn't go to or something. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you yet, but I do appreciate you offering those to me, man. That's really fucking nice of you. Shout out to you, bro. Anyway.
Yo, so this just in, Tulsi Gabbard, who's in the House of Representatives, did not vote to impeach Trump.
Wow.
She said, I could not in good conscience vote for impeachment because removal of a sitting president must not be the culmination of a partisan process fueled by tribal animosities that have so gravely divided our country. And that's why I like her, because she has her own fucking brain.
Yo, man, like, why can't she be a nominee?
They try to fucking shut it down every chance they get.
That's the chick who's hot, right?
Yeah.
Yo, man, let me tell you something. They were calling her a Republican, man, when she was on that stage with all those other Democrats.
Oh, they go after her for every angle. Why are you going
let
on
me
Fox
tell you
News?
what.
Because you're the only person that interviews me.
I'll tell you this right now. If she wins the presidency, man, oh my God, we'll have the hottest president ever.
Oh, yes.
What's her name? How do you say her name again?
Tulsi Gabbard.
Hold on. Tulsi Gabbard.
I pulled up some results.
I want to show you. For those
they
of you
get
guys
Trump
who don't see her.
If they get him impeached, they're going to create a riot.
That's definite, but he's not going to be impeached. There's no doubt about it. But
no. I don't think he will neither.
No, I don't think so.
I think he'll get out of it.
But this chick is pretty hot for a. She's an army. She was in the army, I think.
Well, she's technically in it right now. She's a medic,
and she's from Hawaii. She's
Yep.
I think she's Hawaiian, right? I'm pretty sure she's
Which
Hawaiian.
means her fucking pussy tastes like pork and pineapple.
Pork and beans, she tastes like, and pussy tastes like a fucking. Pussy tastes like a Saturday in fucking Hawaii. And let me put it to you this way: it tastes like a barbecue and a fucking, what's that thing they wear around the necks?
Oh, a lei?
Yes.
Lei?
Tastes like a lei, you know what I mean? Hey, but this is her. For those of you out there who have not seen her, she's pretty fucking, she's pretty gorgeous, this woman. And if she did win the presidency, which I doubt will happen, this would be your president right here. This woman right here. Check it out. This is definitely better than Hillary Clinton. Wouldn't you say?
It's night and day.
Whoa.
Wouldn't you say?
Fuck.
I mean, she's not like fucking, gorgeous, but I got to tell you, when she was up on stage and she was talking about that little midget guy who's on the Democratic side, Buttigieg, when she was talking about him, she was like dissing the fuck out of him, and she looked sexy fucking as hell when she was saying what she was saying, man. I was like, damn. And everybody was calling her a Republican because they just fucking hate her, these Democrats. Like, they fucking hate her.
Well, they hate her because she's anti-war.
Yeah.
And they make a lot of money on war. And especially these news stations that have her on, they're funded by war profiteers.
So she didn't go against the president, and she didn't vote the president down.
No, she already said that beforehand that she probably wasn't going to because she thought it was just a fucking... It wasn't about doing the right thing. It was about just partisan bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least there's some people out there.
In Islanders news, so I sent it to you. So the Islanders are going to retire John Tonelli's jersey, and they're going to retire Butch Goring's jersey.
Nice.
John Tonelli called Anders Lee, who's the current captain of the Islanders, and said, "I'd be honored if you'd wear the number still wear the number until the end of your career."
Oh, that's nice. That's nice,
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, you know what they say? The grass is always greener on the other side, right? You know what I mean? Minnesota.
Man, they got a picture next to her and Pelosi, and it's like night and fucking day.
Oh God, Pelosi's like a fucking car wreck.
My God,
Pelosi's like a fucking car accident, bro. Minnesota.
Oh man.
Vikings. You catch them on Real as Fuck. Minnesota. Thanks for calling in and telling us you want to beat up Tommy.
What's the show? Real as Cuck?
Real as Cuck. That's fucking...
Real as Fuck TV, baby.
So
Thursday nights.
He called him Real as Cuck, bro.
Me and Tommy in the ring. Let's do it. Get to me and Tommy in the ring.
Dude,
Let's push this shit.
I would love it, bro. I would fucking pay for it in a second if I had the money for it, man. I would.
Let's get this hashtag rolling, guys. Let's do this shit. I'm in.
I just
I
answered
still got
another number.
one more in me. I got one more in me.
We got another number, I think, just joined. We got anybody on the line? I answered it, but I guess it didn't go through. Fucking Skype, man. And let me answer your number, which I was very surprised it did. You know?
Skype's been weird, man.
Yeah, especially
Skype's
with
been
answering
fucking
numbers,
weird.
man. Mike, you got anything to say before we bounce, Mike?
No. Merry Christmas.
Are you here Saturday, Mike?
No, because I'll be watching Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, I'm going Friday night, but I'll be here Saturday night. I think Chris will be.
I mean, let's see. The shows that you know what? I'll probably get to be on the show towards the end when I get home.
Yeah.
Which will be good because I'll have the fucking movie fresh in my mind, and I'll certainly want to talk shit about it. So,
Hey, you're on the FoulMouth Network. Did it work? It's saying it answered, but it's not. It's so stupid, man. It's fucking Skype. Anyway, Minnesota, I'm going to let you go, man. Nice to talk to you, brother.
Right,
and if I could set up a fight with you and Tommy comes back in January, maybe we can, I don't know, man. You guys have to pay for your own shit because I definitely can do it for you, man. I can barely get Uggs for my wife. But
well, we got to figure something out, man. Tommy's already denied it once.
I'd love to see you. I would love to see you actually like in a real boxing match with Tommy, because Tommy does brag about like he could kick ass. He really believes that he could kick ass. He truly believes that he could fuck people up. So I would love to see him actually get the chance to really like do that shit, That'd be pretty cool.
Like I said, I'm in. I'd do it all day long.
Well, who knows what the future holds, man? Who knows what 2020 is going to hold, man, for us here at FoulMouths and just in life in general, We'll see, man. Maybe good things will come up like that. That'd be fun.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Be optimistic, right?
Yeah, you never know.
All right.
All right, dude. Peace out.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right, peace. Minnesota.
Love you guys.
That was
See you
Minnesota.
later.
The one and only Minnesota.
Thank you.
And his cousin, Minnesota Silver Dollar Pancakes. Go check him out. Real as fuck. And also, like I said, go check out Mars Mira. And all those guys are going to be doing something this weekend. Dave Rose is over there now. And they're doing their thing over there. Go check it out. And that's about it, right, Mike? Anything else?
That's about it.
That's about it, folks. Mike got to get up early. I got to get up early. Chris never showed up. He can go fuck himself. But what are you going to do? Anyway,
Tom
we'll
Brady's
see you guys.
got the Pro Bowl.
Fuck Tom Brady and his Pro Bowl. He can eat a dick. President impeached. First time, 3 times ever in your whole existence of America. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully it don't lead to civil war. Sail, baby. See you guys maybe tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, we'll definitely see you guys on the Patreon and Saturday night for Insomniac. Peace. Blame it on the ADD.
FM and Ken. Blame it on FM and Ken. Blame it on the FM and Ken. Yeah, blame it on FM and Ken. Yeah, blame it on yourself and raving. All fucking escaping. Sale beats laving. Yeah, I'm fucking leaving. The scale we believe in. Something that we sleep in. Y'all been creeping. Yeah, take another chance. Take another breath. I be fucking leaving you before the writing checks. Your mouth talks so much shit that your ass can't cash. Motherfucking white piece of trash. Making fun of white people, that's the real fucking nice. Motherfucker, roll the dice, I think you think twice. Motherfucker, come to my neighborhood and talk that shit. See what happens, kid. Yeah. White privilege out this motherfucker. Skippage out this mother. Scurvy out this little slug motherfucker. Pour some salt up on this bitch. Salt up on the wounds. Motherfucker taking docs, peeping at the bone. Boom! Everybody gotta go fucking sailing. Eventually your head hits the ceiling. And then I gotta go and blow out the ceiling. I'm gonna get my boat and then I'll start sailing. Yeah, motherfucker, half a felon. Look above the well, my balls are motherfucking brethren. Yeah, it's 9/11, but my balls are heaven. Motherfucker, stay back, remember I'm the membrane. Only motherfucker that was clout. I've been chasing clout with the days and I